Hello and welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Captain Kibs, signing on today, and today we're going to be talking about PlanetSide 2. This is a new game we're playing that, well, not new, it's been out for quite a while, but it is a game that we decided to start launching a community event on, so I figured I'd invite you all to it, because anyone is welcome to join. Now, just a quick bit of a reminder of what server it is, and then I'll talk about some stuff quickly about the game and how to join, etc., etc. So, the server we're playing on is called Cobalt. You'll be able to access that from the character creation screen once you create your character, and then join Cobalt. We're on the Cobalt server. We have a Terran Republic outfit, and that's kind of all you need to know. It is free to play on Steam, so anyone can join. Anyone is welcome to join as well. So, first things first. We'll go into the character and we'll talk briefly about how to join and stuff like that, because it's pretty simple. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar, PlanetSide 2 is basically imagine Battlefield times 20. It's massive, it's pretty large, and it takes place over a continent. And you fight over various territories. But before we get too much into that, let's talk about the most important thing. How do you join the outfit? Well, you can always friend me, but that's a slower way, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. You can friend me after you join the outfit, or friend me before. Either way, you will apply for the outfit on these tabs. When you press escape, you'll access all these buttons here. The most important button is the outfit. The name of the outfit is the Astrian Imperial Corp. You'll find it when you search, and pretty much just apply. Once you apply, I'll accept you in regardless. So let me know once you've applied, and you can join tomorrow's community event as well, and future community events. The nice thing about being in an outfit is it's easy to invite each other to a squad, and I'll show you how that works in a second here. Actually, you know what? I'll show you that, because that's also another very important feature. So in order to join the squad, you click on the friends list here, and you'll go here, and then you want to check mark this box called platoon. This will sort your platoon. As you can see, here is our platoon. And you can see we have a high cohesion rating because we are fucking ballers. So go ahead and join, and then you can see the various squads. Each squad has a various amount of fire teams, about 4 fire teams in them, and that is how it's broken down in our sort of guilds, so to speak. And that's how that works. Now, there's a couple things you need to know. The map, there's important stuff to note here. Strategically, we're going to discuss how the game works. So the game is simple. Whoever controls over 50% of the map wins. And once they control 50% of the map, the countdown timer for the continent ends. It lasts about an hour or so. You have about an hour 30, I believe, to basically control at least the majority of the territory more than the other factions. Because we're the Terran Republic, the red guys, the blue people and the red people, the new conglomerate as the blue faction and the Vanu as the purple faction, must control less than us. And as long as we control the majority, we get the continent, we win, we get a huge amount of resources and XP and stuff like that. Awesome sauceum. That XP and resources is in turn generated into our armory. This allows us to craft a giant battleship and various other support, our steel range and abilities that we can use, which is very nice as a guild, so to speak. So it's fun and fantastic. The cool thing is when you take a territory, it is marked with your faction. So where you see on the right-hand side where stuff appears there, like the Bastion, you would see our logo marked there. Funnily enough, we've done missions where we've marked the entire half side of the map. And our outfit's relatively small. There's only 38 members. But hey, it's always growing, and there's a welcoming community. Be sure to join the Discord. Link is here. So if you aren't a member of the Discord and you still can't find, there's a Discord link active here, and there's one on my About page, as well as descriptions are always listed there. So, yeah, you rank up. Ranks don't really matter too much. The biggest resource that matters is certs. Certs are used to buy unlocks and equipment and gear. That gear is in turn used on the various classes. There are about 5 or so classes, really. Now, the reason why I say 5, even though you see 6, is because Max is kind of a harder class to play. Max, I haven't really been able to get into too much, but basically these are the heavy, like, mecha infantry. There's the heavy assault, which is one of my favorites. These guys have anti-tank weapons, heavy machine guns, and equipment. You can get all sorts of equipment, including shotguns. You get to swap them out. Pretty good base starting roster. You get to choose your sidearm. You get a bunch of different abilities here that you can upgrade. These abilities you upgrade with, again, certs. So you earn certs by just playing the game. Pretty easy. And then you accrue merits. Merits are accrued for just doing objectives with the guild and stuff like that. Engineers, they repair tanks and, do vehicle stuff. There's fighters, tanks, you name it. You can think of it pretty much. There's combat medics that go around healing, resurrecting, stuff like that. Light assaults, these are the fairy boys. These guys jump, hop. Basically hoppers. They hop around buildings, rooftops with their jump jets. Really fantastic troops. And they have a little anti-tank rifle. Infiltrators go around hacking, sneaking, assassinating, sniping, and all sorts of other cancerous stuff. But yes, that is more or less that. Quickly summarize the vehicles. Flash is the suicide Allahu Akbar strategy of just driving in there and blowing stuff up. It's a little ATV. Harassers are, well, much like the name, they drive around and skirmish the enemy, harassing Thunderbirds specifically. Thunderbirds allow you to spawn troops, and to spawn troops you press B, by the way. Basically you need to deploy a vehicle in a spot where it's not, near too close to other buildings, and you can press B to deploy it. Lightnings are light tanks, and every faction has unique heavy vehicles. But for us, we have the Terran Republic's Prowler. This one can be deployed like a siege tank and fires faster once deployed. Very fantastic. Mosquito is our fighter. The Valkyrie is our, basically sort of like little transport. The Liberator is our gunship. The Galaxy is our heavy transport. And the Ant is a support vehicle. Those are all the vehicles and stuff like that. You can honestly check the other tabs on your own spare time. I'm not here to do too much of a tutorial, really just have a quick rundown of all the basics. So, most importantly, F activates your unique ability and you can always swap it out with different things. So for me, it's like this little energy shield. Right-click aims, left-click shoots, R reloads, C crouches, you can't go prone, spacebar jumps. Pretty simple, shift sprints. Now, M opens up the map, very important for figuring where allies are, and how to join allies, by the way. So you can see that I'm here, right? One way is we know where our allies are because they mark it. There's a squad beacon here. We know our allied boys are down here. We also see them on the map. How do we get to them? It's simple. We redeploy, which is this button right here. Oh, before we do that, quick thing. This is actually something people had trouble finding. That button you saw me click accesses the VR training. You can try any weapon before unlocking it. Once you turn level 15, you will get a complete refund of all your certs if you so choose. And then from here you can decide where to go on the planet. There's various continents to fight over, which is very nice. Currently we are fighting on the province of Amerish, so that is that. But yes, so we'll click redeploy. So once you join the squad, you click redeploy, and because you'll always spawn at the warp gate. By the way, the warp gate can never be attacked. And then I'll talk a little bit about how taking points works and what they sort of do. So before we deploy, you can see that we have access to allied spawn Thunderbirds. These allow us to spawn, and we can spawn on various base points as well. Here you can see our allies have deployed a squad spawn beacon, which calls us in through the orbital drop pod. We'll come through into an orbital drop pod, drop down on the planet's surface. Fantastic. Now, how this game works, as you can see, there's low player pop in the start, but if it's ever low, it always starts out like this, pretty small, and then the map will expand once the players' count gets high enough on the continent. Once it does expand, you have to worry about these little connections through these various territories, because these connections ensure that, allied troops can get to there. So if I were to say, like, let's imagine that this line had a connection here, and we took out this blue territory. This blue territory could no longer respawn units so long as they didn't have a Sunderer or a squad beacon. So once you root them out, you take the territory. Cutting off territories is a huge thing and a big deal, strategically. I think I can look at... Oh, never mind. But that's kind of how that works. It's pretty simple. Each territory accrues certain research or resource points, which again go to the outfit, which is gradually generated and filled up, and then we have to keep spending it and buying equipment for the outfit and stuff like that. Other than that, that's pretty simple. You just sort of hop in and you get to it. Very, very simple. I'll just show you a really quick run of what the gameplay looks like a little bit. Hopefully I perform adequately. Probably won't, though, because I'm not able to coordinate. Coordination is essential. Poof. Into the drop pod, out into the fucking front field. Here you can see one of our comrades' mini squad beacons. Looks like there's a subterranean entrance. If you scroll in, by the way, and out, bottom left-hand corner, you'll notice the map zooms in and out. Very nice feature, by the way. Oh, there's an enemy. Q marks targets, by the way. Q is essential. Uh-oh, I'm dead. There's a lot of those bastards in there. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, you know what? We're going to stick with the heavy boy. Now, because we have a Sunderer, it's quicker to deploy here. I just wanted to show you that for the cinematic purposes. And if you ever deploy from the orbit and you get stuck in a tree or a rock, quickly fall down. You have a small invincibility window to basically fall down to the bottom of the map. Oh boy, there's so many. One quick tip, by the way, something I did wrong there, is you want to go around the corner with aiming right away. Because drawing your weapon, see how it takes us time? Oof. That's enough time to give the enemy enough time to kill you. You have a shield, generally speaking. Oh god, that frag is awfully close there, Buckaroo. Oh my god. Try not to hit allies. Fuck them up. There you can see our boys advancing. Now, don't revive all the time because there are allied medics. See how I was being revived there? Being revived, so he is healing me. You can upgrade those things, which I'll show you in my next death, and how that works real quick. So it's kind of a semi-tutorial, just to give you the basics so you know how to play. That way don't need to ask too many questions, but if you do need to ask questions or need help, do not be afraid to ask. I hope that grenade doesn't kill my allies. You'll hear me saying that a lot in the stream tomorrow. Okay, so how these points work is you have to secure these various letters. Alpha, Bravo, objectives, you know, etc. Once you secure all these objectives, we take the area after we hold them. We need to take and hold this point until the timer expires, and then we capture the region, and then we move on to the next region. Same goes for defending, by the way. There's a lot of stuff to note. And for vehicles, vehicles are rather complicated. There are buildings that will replenish vehicle ammunition. You need to drive up to them in order to replenish ammo. That max is really nice. You hear him thump and thump, thump. Here's an air base. Oh, we got enemy infantry on the right. Oh, and the left. They're up in the tower. Up in that tower. That building right there is an air production facility. Another thing to note is players can make player-made bases, which is a thing in this game. So you can build your own custom bases if you have the resources and stuff to do that. That guy is flying like a maniac to get out of that anti-air fire, which I do not blame him. Looks like we lost our Sunderer. Also, if you hear us call it the Sunday, it's because we do call it Sunday. It's an ice cream Sunday. We don't want to give them a lick. We want to give the enemy's Sundays a lick, but we don't want them licking ours because... Choking on the cringe. Hold on. Okay, it's over. But yeah, back to the chocolate sundae. So don't let them take our Thunderbird. Our sundae is fantastic. It should not be shared with the enemy. My rocket launcher can lock onto targets, but cannot lock onto turrets. This is a fact I just learned, or maybe I just remembered. That's a vehicle deployment pad. Don't stand in front of those, you'll get run over. It's happened too many times to Kibs. And it's happened too many times to allied squad mates. If you kill friendlies too much, your weapon is locked for a brief time. Don't kill friendlies. That, I'm pretty sure, is a claymore I just stepped on. Yes, it is. It's a sniper up there. Another thing to note is there's 4 factions in this game, and they all have their own unique gimmicks. For us, we have bigger clips, so we can shoot more, and higher powered weapons. But we have, I think, bigger bullet fall-off. Unfortunately, we lost our Sunday there. And let me guess, there's a harasser. Yep. You'll see those things, and lightning's picking away Sundays all the time. Those turrets and snipers, oh fun. Well, we managed to take out the Thunderer. Unfortunately, it looks like our boys can't spawn. We can drop these things, only 1 per squad. And these allow allied troops to spawn down here. Fan-fucking-tastic. They'll come from space. But, other than that, it's pretty simple. Like, the game is massive. Like, holy shit. Like, look at this shit. It goes all the way out there. To infinity. To infinity. I'm not helping my team too much. I'm too busy showing off the game. You can also change your loadout. There's tons of different weapons to pick from. He had his shield up already. He was prepared. Hopefully I'd shoot him away a little bit. No, he's ducking and weaving out of that. I wonder how our boys are doing. It feels like I told people, like, hey, I'm gonna just make a quick video, and then they all just sort of bounced, or they're all, oh no, our squad's scattered all over the place. Either or, ladies and gentlemen, I think that'll wrap up this video. This is PlanetSide 2. It's a really brief look at it. We'll be playing it tomorrow, aka as in today, by the time this video is up. You are all welcome to join. Join the Discord's link is in the description, and yep, if you have any questions, DM myself, Hans, Kaseboom, or, you know, anyone in charge, pretty much all dog, etc. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, you have yourself a fantastic day, and we'll see you on the battlefield.